waiting for you to score.
Yep. So you see that a lot when guys are good at top. They really rely on that top position, but if you don't get a takedown or you have to choose top, it might not work out for you in that match.
Right. So we'll head to 149 pounds for Pitt. It's going to be Luke Kemerer, a redshirt junior from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. And he'll be taking on Ohio State's #2 ranked Sammy Sasso, a redshirt junior from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Sasso coming off a runner-up finish at the CKLV, losing to the #1 ranked Yanni Diath-Mahalis of Cornell. They've battled a couple times in the past. I think Yanni's gotten the better of them each time that they've wrestled.
Yeah. So I think, obviously, it wasn't a great match for Sammy in that finals, but this early in the season, I think, you know, it's such a valuable match to even have. You can learn so much from that. And I do believe that'll be the finals match at NCAAs this year.
Takedown for Sasso to start the match. Sasso's another guy who can ride tough on top, but he might be trying to accumulate a couple takedowns here in the first, wear his opponent out before he transitions to trying to score points from top.
Kemerer of Pittsburgh, a redshirt junior from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, a graduate of Hempfield area.
And like we were talking, Sammy Sasso, similar to Matthews, is kind of known for something, and that it's also a reactive move. And that's he invites opponents to shoot down on him, and then he stuffs it, transitions to a cradle. But like you said, he has other options. He has other ways to score points aside from that. But if they end up in that scenario, he's obviously very proficient.
Yeah, you never just want to rely on one position like that. But Sammy does a good job of really wearing guys down and getting to his offense at the same time. So,
and I think that's something that he did suffer from earlier in his career. He maybe relied on that a little bit too much. He knew he was very good at it, and particularly in big matches, it seems like he kind of backed off his offense, hoping to just rely on something like that. We're going to get that stall call against Kemerer as they headed out of bounds. Just a minute left here in the first. There's an ankle pick attempt by Sasso. He's going to transition to a takedown. Extend his lead to 4-1. 45 seconds left.
So you'll notice too, a lot of Ohio State guys today have some pretty good-looking mustaches, and I don't want to say I started something, but
trendsetter.
I might have started it.
Sasso, I don't even know what you kind of call that leg lock that he's got. But he's got it all twisted up.
That is painful.
He's able to get a tilt there for 4. That's another one of those moves that's just really hard to get out of once you're in it.
Yeah, when you get that heel up by the opposite hip, there's not much you can do.
There's no strength there.
No. It puts a lot of pressure on your joints, and you are going over.
Well, for the first period, Sammy Sasso going to take an 8-1 lead. It's going to be his first. Looks like he'll be taking bottom. He's got 1:03 of riding time.
Yeah, getting those 4-point turns on top is such a huge advantage, especially with a ride out. It's basically 4 takedowns.
Yeah.
If you think about it. So getting that turn so early really blows open the match and kind of helps you relax and maybe try some different stuff because you know you have that huge lead.
Sasso's going to get to his feet and away. So how many wrestlers on the team now have a mustache?
That I know of for sure, Sammy, Kaleb, and Ethan.
Okay, so we'll see a couple tonight.
So, yeah, maybe more. We'll see.
All right, Sasso gets in on a head inside single, transitions to head outside. He's going to switch to a double. Should be a takedown, I'd say.
Just really elevate that bottom leg. Slipped out, still got the finish.
And 2 more for Sasso. Head out front to head to a front head position. Still retaining control though. And there's the escape.
Yeah, I think from here on out, if you're Sammy, you're really looking for the pin for the rest of the match.
I think he kind of snapped him into the shot here. And like we were talking about before, Sasso trying to set up his cradle from this position.
Yeah, so tough from this position.
Sasso's just going to get the takedown, though. Looks like he's trying to rack up a couple takedowns.
1 point escape to Kemerer of Pitt. Again, wrestlers are neutral. 30 seconds remain, period 2.
There's a head inside swing single. And there's the takedown.
Sasso, Ohio State.
Got 20 seconds left here in the second period. Just 3 points away from that technical fall.
Looking for a bow and arrow Turk here.
He's going to have to move quickly, just 8 seconds.
Got to get the step over the far hip.
Yeah, looks like he's not going to be able to get it this period. So we'll head into the third period. Sasso leads 15-3. It's going to be Kemerer's choice. Kemerer's going to go on bottom.
Ohio State Buckeyes, you know what that means. We need noise.
Sasso is going to indicate optional start. Sasso right in on a shot. Not able to get deep enough though, and Kemerer gets on his own shot. High crotch. Crotch lock by Sasso. And he's gonna hook the ankle and try to circle around for his own takedown. Nothing yet, as Kemerer still has that leg. And there's the takedown for Sasso.
Looks like he needs 2 more.
Sasso's really trying to bait him into that cradle.
But yeah, this is just a hard point in the match where the guy knows you're really just trying to pin him, and that makes it.
In his position right here. He's going to get it locked up.
Oh, so close.
Not quite able to get his hands locked. So he's now got a 14-point lead.
1 minute remains in regulation.
Now 13 with the escape, so 1 takedown is going to be a technical fall, and there it is for Sammy Sasso with 52 seconds left in the match. That should be it. Yep, and the ref's going to stop it. A 21-6 technical fall victory for Ohio State's Sammy Sasso. And that's going to put the Buckeyes to extend their lead. A redshirt sophomore from Powell, Ohio. And he is coming off of a third-place win at the CKLV after he took his first loss of his career to the NCAA champion from last year, Shane Griffith of Stanford.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this one. I think the big question of this match will be, does Carson choose bottom when it's his choice to go? Hopefully he maybe can get a couple takedowns in this first period, so he really doesn't have to make that choice. But Wentzel is extremely good from the top position, very hard to get out from under. And here we go. We'll see if Carson gets to his offense in the first period here.
So Jake Wentzel wrestled Ethan Smith in the semifinals of the NCAA's last year at 165 pounds. Smith now at 174. But like you mentioned, that's the trap that Ethan Smith had to put himself into, taking bottom, and I think it was the third period.
Yep.
Just not able to get away, and that was the match that sent Wentzel to the finals. There's a shot. Carson in deep crackdown position now.
Yeah, Carson's got a really good offense. If he can just keep getting to his attacks and just keep getting into wrestling positions like this, I think it'll favor him tremendously.
Needs to get that right arm through and around Wentzel's body to get the takedown. Nothing yet. In a decent position, but looks like Wentzel's going to try to force maybe even a Merkle. He's got the leg hooked.
So, yeah, Carson's going to want to unhook his leg and kind of circle out towards his head.
So we're going to get a stalemate before that can happen. So no points scored about halfway through this first period.
Wentzel is 3-1 on the year, currently ranked number 9 in the country at 165 pounds. A career mark at Pittsburgh of 56 and 27.
So if you're Carson, you're looking for a little faster finish than that. And I think that's really what Wentzel wants to do, is kind of slow him down, make everything really sticky, and then get on top. Nothing yet. Really good sucker drag attempt by Carson.
Not quite able to hook that ankle, tries to get it now. And talk about transitions.
Yeah. Put him into.
So you gotta being stingy.
Be careful hooking that top leg. A lot of times the guys can kind of crawl on top of you. So we're in this exact same position where he's got that side headlock and Carson's over top of him. And now we're putting him in a danger position. Nice.
Wentzel close to getting pinned there.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
He just bailed because he knew he was close.
Very close, and good job Carson using the danger rule to score that takedown.
There's a lot of transition wrestling from Kharchla there. Wentzel able to get away with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, really big escape for Wentzel there. At the end of the period, keep this match close.
So we'll head to the second period. Carson leading 2-1. He's got 20 seconds of riding time in his favor. To his choice, he'll defer to Wentzel. And Wentzel's going to take bottom. So that's a really key choice by Carson there to defer.
Yeah. Because
Wentzel, he wants to be on top. But now you're forcing him to take bottom in the second period to tie it up.
Yep.
And then it's going to be Carson's choice in the third. And if he's got a lead, for sure he's not going down.
Yeah, I think even if it's tied at that point, 2-2, you don't go down at all. You stay on your feet because he's gotten into a couple really good shots and finished one of them.
Wentzel going to get away on the Granby. Carson able to accumulate 35 seconds of riding time in his favor.
Kharchla of the Buckeyes, a redshirt sophomore from Powell, Ohio, a graduate of Olentangy Liberty High School, currently 12-1 on the year, and the number 8 ranked 165-pound wrestler in the country.
Wentzel just jacking up Kharchla, going to run him out of bounds. And there's going to be a stall call against Kharchla there. Kind of interesting considering Wentzel pretty much pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's why we don't like that rule. Very open to interpretation.
Very subjective. I'm somewhat of in favor of a step-out rule in college. I think it would create a lot more action, but good shot.
Back in on that shot, needs to get that right arm through. Might try to transition to a danger. Just needs to break 90, and there's going to be a danger.
I do not agree with that. His knee was not, or maybe it was Carson. Maybe it looks like Carson was close to maybe getting choked out there.
Oh, really?
Somehow. I think he was grabbing, he tapped his neck a little bit maybe. Just from the way Wentzel had that front headlock. Yeah, I think that was it. That arm's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Up towards his head.
Okay. All right, good eyes from the ref there then.
So
30 seconds remain in the period.
30 seconds left. It's tied 2-2. Wentzel looking upper body again.
And that's not a fun position to be in either. It does take a lot out of you when you're getting choked out. It takes a lot of energy.
And exerting a lot of effort trying to finish your takedown too.
Yeah.
Just 10 seconds here left in the period. Wentzel hasn't really been in on a shot yet. So here we're going to see what Carson's going to do. Tom Ryan signaling neutral. And that's what Kharchla's going to go with. We'll head to the third period, tied at 2-2. Riding time not a factor, just 35 seconds for Kharchla. We're going to need to score some points here.
Yep, so that first period takedown really coming into play for Carson.
As he gets another shot, there's going to be a stall call against Wentzel. Carson's going to hook the leg, put Wentzel in danger again. And there's going to be 2 from danger. He gets the takedown.
So, pretty quick stalemate call, but
there's a stalemate, but Carson is on top.
So Carson's got 41 seconds of riding time. If he can maybe get a tough ride here for 20 seconds or 30 seconds, lock up some riding time, plus 10 seconds, it looks like he'll escape.
So it's a 1-point match now. Wentzel hasn't had much offense yet, so he's going to need to come up with something. Has plenty of time, 1:20. A takedown and ride out would win it for him. Carson back to that shot, head outside.
It's been the position of the match right here.
Just needs to be able to finish quickly.
Maybe looking at it. He's got the crotch lock. For Carson, maybe step over and hook that top leg from here.
A lot of time getting knocked off the clock. 30 seconds now.
Yeah, if you're Carson, you just want to slowly work into this position.
We're going to get a stalemate. So 27 seconds, about a minute came off the clock there. Wentzel has 27 seconds to put something together. Wentzel pressuring forward. There is a stall call against Kharchla. Shot attempt stuffed.
Stay with that underhook.
Wentzel looking upper body, 7 seconds. Tries to make something happen, nothing yet. 3 seconds, goes for it. He's gonna end up on his back. And there's gonna be no takedown, but Kharchla gonna hang on for the 4-3 victory, taking out the returning NCAA runner-up.
Really, really good win. He did exactly what he needed to do to stay off the bottom position and to wrestle the 2 NCAA finalists back-to-back weekends and almost come out on top for both of them is just really shows you how good Carson is.
So now we're going to head to 174 pounds. For the Panthers, it's going to be Hunter Kernan.
So this song is a Jaggers playlist special, this walkout song. Right here. Whenever Jaggers runs practice, you know this song will be played.
Kernan is a redshirt junior. He's taking on Ethan Smith as Smith gets in on a low-level shot. Kernan from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Smith from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Smith, a redshirt senior. And that is going to be the first takedown of the match for Smith. Smith coming into this match ranked 6th. He had a 2nd place finish at the CKLV last weekend, losing to number 3 ranked Michael Labriola, and he's going to get another takedown quickly after that escape by Kernan.
Yeah, Ethan looked really, really good in Vegas. Lost a close one in overtime to Labriola, who's a really solid wrestler at 74 the past couple of years. But I really love the way he's been wrestling this year, just full attack the whole time, wrestles so hard.
And we're going to head back to the center after going out of bounds. Smith still in control. No escape was awarded before calling out of bounds. Smith going optional start.
1 point escape to Kernan of Pitt.
We'll head back to neutral. Smith leading 4-2. About a minute into this first period, and he's going to drop down for another shot on the edge. Gonna try to stay in bounds, and it looks like that should be a takedown. Maybe you can't see the right side.
I think he had an underhook still on Ethan's right arm that was trying to come across, so I'm not sure if they're gonna if that's the reason they weren't calling it, but
Refs
did-
are conversing.
yeah.
And they're going to hold the takedown. And Smith's just going to go right back neutral with a optional start.
Optional start. 1 point escape to Kernan of the Panthers. Again, wrestlers are back to neutral.
Smith staying on his offense. Very active. There's going to be a stall call against Herman.
Pittsburgh.
Another
Takedown,
takedown
Smith,
for Smith.
Ohio State. Wrestlers are out of bounds.
So an 8-3 lead so far for Ohio State's Ethan Smith. About halfway through the first period, we'll get another optional start.
Optional start. 1 point
Ethan
escape
making
to
him work for
Kernan
those
of
escapes a
Pitt.
little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say I like the optional starts, but I think there is some benefit to kind of making the guy work up just a little bit more. Because when you're taking someone down like this over and over and over again, they might not be using that much energy. If it's coming very easy to you, you might be the one that's expending a little more energy.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to typically to get out than it is to get taken down.
Yes. So maybe, riding him a little bit, maybe a solid mat return, but he's heavy on those hands, man, on the back of his head right now. That does not look fun.
Cradle. Smith gets it locked up.
Wow.
He rolls it through, getting
Let's
near
go.
fall. Herman able to roll through it. Looks like referee's just holding 2 for back points, and he's going to get awarded.
I don't know if I've ever seen him lock one of those up before. That was cool.
Yeah, these are the kind of matches you want to try something new. So now it's a 12-4 lead for Smith. He is over a minute of riding time. 30 seconds left. He's got time to get another takedown.
30 seconds remain in the period. 30 seconds.
On the edge of the mat. And Smith's just going to walk him out of bounds. We'll get a restart. I'm guessing Smith's going to go optional start, let him up, and try to get another one before the end of the period.
Oh, okay.
No optional
He
start
faked
this
you
time.
out this time.
Smith staying heavy on Hernan. Under 10 seconds now. Now do it for the first period. Smith gets the ride out. They'll take a 12-4 lead into the second. It's going to be Hernan's choice. And he's going to go bottom. We'll see if we see that optional start again. Yep, there's the optional start indication. Smith with nearly 2 minutes of riding time.
Optional start. 1 point escape to Kernan.
Hernan will get away, tries to get a shot of his own. Looks like he has his hands locked on a single.
Some long arms right there.
Smith able to work out of it though. Nice cross ankle pick. He's going to get a takedown.
Takedown, Smith, Ohio State. Ethan Smith of the Buckeyes, a red
Looks like
shirt
Smith's
senior
trying to get
from
some
Pennsylvania.
back points now
Current
potentially.
season record of 9-2,
May work towards
and
that
number
pin.
6 ranked wrestler in the country at 174.
Gonna let Hernan up and get the escape.
To Kernan of Pitt. Wrestlers are again back neutral. Takedown, Ethan Smith of the Buckeyes. Wrestlers out of bounds.
Yeah, I really like. I mean, every attack's been super solid with a clean finish. So a lot of times when you're trying to take a guy down like this a lot, it could get a little sloppy. But I really like that Grundy's really just kept solid technique the whole match.
Another optional start for Smith.
Optional start.
And he gets that, almost had that cradle locked up.
1 point escape to Kernan of the Pittsburgh. Again, wrestlers are neutral.
There's a stall call
Stall
against
awarded
Hernan.
Kernan of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's
Penalty
a
point
second.
to Smith of Ohio State.
So Smith's going to pick up a penalty point as well as the takedown there. He's now leading 18-7.
And 1 point escape to Kernan of Pittsburgh. Again, wrestlers are neutral.
Just take him through, get his chest up. There he goes.
Smith able to keep the Turk up through that takedown.
If we can get, keep this Turk and maybe look for a pin here. There it is. Looks like he's got it. If he can tighten this up.
Got 9 seconds to do it, short time.
Oh, okay.
Now we're gonna make it happen, but gets a 4-point near fall. And that's gonna be enough for the technical fall. So that's gonna do it for this match. Ethan Smith of Ohio State with 25-8 technical fall. And that'll extend Ohio State's lead to 22-4. With 3 matches in a row. Now gonna head to 184 pounds. For the Pitt Panthers, it's going to be Gregg Harvey, ranked 31st, a redshirt senior from Boyertown, Pennsylvania. He's a 2-time NCAA qualifier. And he'll be taking on Ohio State Buckeyes, Kaleb Romero, currently ranked number 10, a redshirt senior from Mechanicsburg, Ohio. Was the sole champion for Ohio State at the CKLV last weekend. Was that his first time on the mat, CKLV?
Yeah.
Looked pretty good doing it.
Yeah, it looked great. Going up a weight class, I don't think strength will be an issue for him. But actually, that was his first time placing at CKLV too.
Oh, really?
And he won, so that was really cool to see.
He didn't place last year? Wow.
Well, they didn't have it last year.
That's right. Ah.
2 years ago, I believe he got hurt while he was there. But
decent amount of action to start this match. Both guys staying active.
Gregg Harvey of the Panthers, a redshirt senior from Boyertown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, shot from space from Romero, but Harvey close to getting that go behind. He was pretty quick on that.
Really quick go behind. So that's something, Kaleb might have to watch out for later on in the match and pick and choose his shots a little bit more. Some speed from that go behind on Harvey.
And we're going to brief stop, potentially dangerous. Probably warning for hands to the face.
Harvey, a career mark at Pittsburgh of 50 and 40. He's been a 2-time NCAA National Tournament qualifier and was 4th place at the ACC Championships earlier this spring.
Both guys staying really active. A lot of good hand fighting, a lot of good position changes, snaps, pulls.
Yeah, Harvey seems to be really slippery with his head in that hand fight. So it seems like Caleb's having a hard time kind of getting a hold of him. So if you can keep that up and keep his head in the way, it's going to help him a lot.
About halfway through this first period. There's a shot attempt from Romero. Not able to get deep, though. Gets pulled up into an underhook. He's going to try to shoot off. It's going to be a stall warning against Harvey as they go out of bounds. It's an action call and out of bounds, but Harvey picks up a stall call right before that.
I don't know if I really agree with that call. It might be a little too early for that, but
yeah, maybe a little premature. Both guys staying active, not a bunch of high-risk shots.
Yeah.
I've seen worse, though.
Yeah.
Romero continued to take a couple half shots, and there's going to be a stall call
that's
against Harvey, and that's going to be a point for backing out of bounds.
Yeah, as that defensive mid, you really got to at least make it look like you're fighting to get back into the circle. Can't get walked out of bounds like that.
Romero shot off the whistle. Yeah, the first takedown of the match. With about 34 seconds left.
30 seconds remain, first period, 30 seconds.
Yeah, really smart shot by Kaleb there. Just gave up a stall call. He's probably a little frustrated walking back to the circle, and then, you know, getting that takedown might just be even more demoralizing as an opponent.
Romero going to look to ride this period out. Just about 10 seconds left. He has Harvey flat. That's going to do it for the first period. Romero going to take a 3-0 lead. Those points coming via a takedown and a stall point. Romero's going to defer to Harvey, and he'll go back on bottom.
So yeah, again, another great mustache out on the mat right now.
Now, did you have the first mustache? Are you going on record with that?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Would any of these gentlemen contest that record?
They might try, but I've had it for much longer, yeah.
Romero continuing to ride tough, gets a big mat return, able to flatten out Harvey. He's now got over a minute of riding time in his favor. Looks like after getting that riding time, he's going to let Harvey out. Shot on the edge from Romero in single leg, trying to try to drag him in, and he's able to get the takedown there.
Good transition from the double. He met those hips, switched off to the single leg for the finish.
Well, yeah, if he would have kept driving with that double, probably would have driven him off out of bounds, but yeah, into the single, kind of sucks him back in, gets a takedown on the edge. We're going to see that optional start again?
Looks like it.
You don't see that very often, but I think he's the third OSU guy to use that this meet. Romero keeping his activity high. Harvey crossing his feet a little bit in his stance. Harvey on the edge, gonna need to circle in.
Kaleb just really physical with his hands right now.
See, in that kind of position, Romero knows he's pushing Harvey to the edge. He knows Harvey needs to make it look like he's not gonna back out of bounds. And then he knows that Harvey's going to be focused on not getting the stall call, and that's where he capitalizes and takes the shot.
Yeah, really.
Harvey's just worried about not getting pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, really good hand fighting strategy there on the edge. When those stall calls come into play, that you can really utilize that a lot.
30 seconds remain, 30 seconds.
And there's going to be another stall call against Harvey. So that's going to be another point for Romero. They circle out of bounds. It's going to be an action call. So Harvey now with 3 stall calls. We were talking last week. We're not 100% confident what comes next. We might find out though.
I think the next one, I believe, is 2 points.
2 points, yeah. A short time left here in the second. So Romero's going to head to the third period with a 6-2 lead. That'll be his choice, and he's going to go bottom. He's got a minute 18 of riding time, so as long as he gets out in a reasonable amount of time, he'll be able to retain that.
And the bells toll, and he needs your support, Buckeye Nation. Let's make noise. A 1-point escape, Caleb Romero.
Romero gets an escape point, able to keep a minute 9 of riding time. So not guaranteed, but in his favor, he's got enough. Harvey doing a good job of protecting the middle of the mat, keeping Romero on the edge. Half shot by Harvey, not able to get to the leg. And they're going to go out of bounds. Action call. Harvey looks a little tired.
A little bit. He looked like he was getting back into it at the beginning of that third period, but he stood up pretty tall in that break right there.
Yeah, as soon as hands went right to his hips, took a deep breath. I think he's feeling it. Romero's staying really active, though.
Would like Kaleb to get a takedown here pretty soon, maybe to keep that major in reach. But Harvey's doing a good job of keeping his head in the way and staying in good position.
There's 45 seconds left in the match. Romero a 5-point lead. As he gets in on a shot. That's a single on the edge. And Harvey tries to get to a
almost in danger position there.
Yeah, danger call, but Romero is adjust and get the takedown. So a ride out here with Romero's riding point would give him the major. He's going to look to ride this period out.
Good match by Kaleb, really physical the whole time. Just kept stalking forward, so really good win.
And that's going to do it, a 10-2 victory for Kaleb Romero. He's going to remain undefeated on the season. Picking up bonus points along the way, and that's going to take the Ohio State lead to 26.